All right, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. Welcome back. So I am going to share something very, very important with us. You know, those people who actually show hatred on PM and mass number of guys, there's one thing that they always say that Anibo got them muzzle. We are here to make Anibo with them muzzle. And number the guy and his boys, and maybe send Anibo. Simon Eba, and maybe the guy Anibo. They are saying those things. People who are not from Southeast hearing that may think that every crime, everything that is wrong in Eastern part is being committed or being done by PM Simon Ekpa or Mas Namanukan. That everything that has to do with Nto, that's kidnap and buying of people, can only come from those who are asking for Biafran freedom. They have pushed this narrative for a very long time, and some people are buying into that. Why am I saying this? There's now an update from Guamanese Harrison. Harrison has something to say about the new tactics or new method of Ndento Nanibo. This is something that you need to understand. Before Masnamanukan, we used to have Ndento. All right? Now that Masnamanukan is here, we used to have Ndento. But these people who have their differences with USB government or IPOB or any group at all, they have one kind of hate on anybody talking about division of Nigeria or trying to do something to protect our people. They have a way of attacking anyone at all that talk about Igbo freedom or Biafran freedom. I have said something before that we need to start debunking this thing and not debunking it like lying, but we need to start setting the record straight. It must not come from one person. Everybody have assignment on this. You have something to do to contribute to make it to clear air on those issues to avoid having problem. Very, very important. It is very good that we need to voice out and set the record straight, because the agenda is to blackmail PM, Mazamodokan, or even Indigo, as if our parents encourage kidnapping or killing of anybody. We don't support it. Our culture forbids that. Nobody is in love with anybody kidnapping or buying people. But people cannot hide in their own various corner and begin to push one deadly narrative just for people to begin to see genuine people as if they are bad. That is something we need to condemn. It cannot be done by one person. All hands must be on deck to get it done. So Harrison shared a very important update, and that update is to let everybody know the new trending tactics that kidnappers are using to kidnap people. Very, very deadly one. You know, people used to believe that they have to come with a private car, maybe Jeep and all that. No. According to Harrison, they are now using shuttle bus. And this bus will even pass police checkpoints. Those police that are always busy taking small money from the motorists and believing that that is the only thing they can do to enrich themselves. Of course, those kidnappers will always pay them money without being searched. I'm not saying that I rely on police to save anybody. No, once you give them money, every other person should go to hell. So this is Harrison page on X. And he said, kidnappers using shuttle bus within Onitsha and Asaba. Few weeks ago, there's a Anambra woman who told the story of how her husband was being kidnapped by quote-unquote police on checkpoints. Okay? They hide under police uniform. I'm not saying they are not police. They are actually police people. but nobody know where they come from because maybe they just try to do it on their own. The woman decided to investigate, and as God may have it, somebody who is, I think, police commissioner or not commissioner, or I think police commander, I don't know. She went to the nearest police station. It happened that the man that is in charge of that police station is one in a million. He's not like others. He decided to walk and investigate and finally get hold of those that are involved in kidnapping and scamming her husband because they captured the man and forced him to transfer, I think 1.5 million. I have forgotten how much they forced him to do to transact. Another news came up about Nigerian army who also captured an Igbo man and forced him to transfer money. This is what is going on in the land. We know why I'm telling you all those stories. For you to know that anybody telling you that BLA, ESN, Biafra agitators, Simon Ekpa, Mazamarikano, that they are the one feeding on this kind of crime is a lie. Those saying this know that there's nothing like that, but they have to say it because you have to give a dog a bad name for you to buy the dog. Let's continue with the write-off from Harris. He said, if you notice any unusual smell, sudden dizziness, or unexpected sleepiness, move to fresh air immediately and raise an alarm. You may have inhaled carbon monoxide, a dangerous poisonous gas that can cause unconsciousness. In many cases, it has no smell, making it especially deadly. Harris and Guam Save City Volunteer Foundation. I don't know about this foundation, but let's watch the video. That may help. That may throw more light to what we're talking about. Listen.
Good morning. My name is Harris. A young lady left.
Listen.
To Asaba. She called her sister that she was going to spend weekend in her house in Onitsha. And then she boarded a shuttle bus, a yellow and black shuttle bus from Onitsha. Now, this bus was supposed to drop her off at Opiwika, while she get another bus from Opiwika to Asaba. She said when she stopped the bus, there was nobody at the front seat. So she opened the door and she entered the front seat. There were other passengers at the back seat. She said where she saw herself was in the forest where they poured her water, and then her hand, her leg was tied, and also her eyes was tied. So, and we were demanding for her to open her phone. She did, and we were not calling her contact, looking for ransom. Now, these guys, after over 2 weeks, they kept this girl in custody. They took millions using an account belonging to somebody that resides in the US. Now, these kidnappers decided to collect the ransom, send family to go and exchange naira to dollar, to the exchange, and then they wire this money to the foreign accounts in the US. Likely, the money will also come back to Nigeria. Now, some of these videos I'm posting is to save you, for you to be careful out there. All right. Now, if you enter the front seat of shuttle bus, the person at the back can use something like hanky or something, just from the back, and then rub it in your face. You slip off. Some of these one chances guys, they use something like gas or something, which they use to carry out these atrocities. Then they comes to your face. Sometimes you enter the back seat and you sit down. Someone goes to you, will also do it to your face on your face, and you pass out. It's happening. All right. Sometimes you'll be there like grass. You pass several checkpoints, and then again, our policemen on the highway are always fond of taking money from the shuttle buses. They don't even check to know what the shuttle buses are carrying. I've entered shuttle buses and I see that police don't stop them to start like the way they start Benz, Lexus, Jeep, and the rest of them. They allow them free passage by collecting 200 naira, 100 naira from them, and they have, so these criminals uses this method to kidnap people if somebody, a friend, family member, a neighbor will be traveling or will be going somewhere with shuttle bus, he or she should be extremely careful out there.
So this is a new tactic using substance to make people to fall asleep or to lose consciousness and all that. I don't know if I don't know the situation of the condition of the lady, if they eventually buy her, but I don't think they buy her because for her to share the story, her encounter, maybe she's still alive. Do you understand? But this is just for everyone to take precaution. And for those of you living in America, you can hear with the story that the account they use to wire that money is account in America. Someone may approach you in America and said, "My brother, please help me. My family want to send money to me. Can I use your account?" If you agree, this kind of money may be deposited in your account and you enter one chance. They can track you down as well. Before you allow anybody to send money to your account, your foreign account, be very careful to know the source and who. Sometimes you may even say, "I'm going to give you some percentage so that you can receive the money from me." No, my brother is very rich, he's very stingy, and I managed to beg him to give me some money. And with my family beg him, and he agreed to give it to me. Yeah, I told my sister to receive it. My sister said no. My brother said no. He don't want to give it to my sister. He want to give it to me there. Can you help me receive the money? By the time you receive that money, maybe the money could be, don't know if that person tell you this is in the circle of the gang of these kidnappers. Just be very careful so that you are not gonna enter what you don't know. I'm gonna leave it here. Please make sure you like the video and subscribe to my channel and let me know what you think about all this course. God bless you and take care of yourself. Bye bye for now.